Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge that this event is held on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples of the Musqueam Indian Band, Squamish Nation, and Tsleil-Waututh Nation. We are grateful for our privilege to be gathered here as we commit to work with and be respectful to these indigenous peoples of this land while we engage in meaningful conversations of culture and reconciliation. 在我们开始之前，我们要首先感谢一下原住民哈。我们温哥华图书馆所有分馆都是在我们原住民他们传统祖传，而且是从未割让过的领地上面。他们是 Musqueam Indian Band, Squamish Nation, and 和 Tsleil-Waututh Nation。我们非常荣幸能够在今天在这里举办这个活动。而且今天特别有意义，因为我们今天的主讲人他要讲的一个故事，也是关于台湾的原住民的哈。他不是原住民 ，sorry， 台湾 Indian Band。那么开始之前有一些 housekeeping 的 note 啊 ，please silence your phone and fingers crossed we wish don't have any emergency. But in case, just come to me and my colleague Michael back there. Yeah. Also, in the end, please fill out our feedback form. 开始之前有一些注意，请大家先把手机能够调到静音哈。另外呢，就是希望不要有任何的紧急状况，但是万一的话，你可以，我和我的同事 Michael， 我们都会带领大家，告诉大家怎么走哈。结束的时候，请大家抽1-2分钟，能够填写一下反馈表哈。Upcoming programs, we have a banner just over there. You can look through. We have like 4, including tonight, 4 upcoming Hope Talk. And today, tonight, tomorrow afternoon, and all day Saturday. The same venue in this theater. And also, I would like to bring your attention to our Moon Festival celebration on Saturday, September 7th, 2:30 to 4 p.m. It's also on this level, but it will be in the grand staircase. That's a performance, so hope to see you again. 另外，我请大家要注意一下，我们星期六，下个星期六。9月7号下午2点半到4点，我们有一个中秋佳节的一个庆祝活动哈。题目是金秋月家国情。下面我想请我们加拿大亚裔活动协会执行长吴全义先生要给我们介绍一下本次台湾文化节的活动，以及今天的嘉宾台语独立乐团百合花主创林奕硕先生。好 ，Next we will invite Managing Director of the Asian Canadian Special Events Association, Charlie Wu, to introduce Vancouver TAIWANfest and the tonight's speaker, the band leader of Lilium, I-Shuo Lin. 有请吴执行长 Please join me to welcome Charlie Wu.
Okay, thank you, Diane. Yeah, my name is Charlie Wu, and I'm the Managing Director for the Asian Canadian Special Events, as well as the TAIWANfest Vancouver. Some of us were just in Toronto last week, as TAIWANfest in Toronto happened last week. And so it's really nice to be able to do this at the Vancouver Public Library, because some of the programming in Toronto, people had to do it, be able to enjoy it within 2 days. Here we have a bit of time, so people can come to the library ahead of time before the festival take over the downtown Vancouver during the Labor Day weekend. So tonight, I would like to give you a bit of a brief introduction about TAIWANfest the theme this year, Dialogue with Spain. Has anyone read about our artistic direction? Yeah? Okay. The reason tonight, the event probably doesn't have anything to do with Spain. And it's very Taiwanese. But it's inspired by the stories that with the Spanish colonization in Taiwan. And it happened long time ago in the 17th century, and but very brief for 16 years. And some of the funny things about the colonization, the Spanish colonization, they also colonized Mexico and turned the entire Mexico into a Spanish-speaking country. They also colonized Philippines, but Philippines did not speak Spanish. They actually speak more English afterwards. And in Taiwan also been through some colonization as well with Dutch, Spanish, as well as Japanese. And if you consider what Taiwanese speaking today, Mandarin, that's also a form of language that came to Taiwan as well. So language has played an important part of our identity, regardless where we are. Even in Canada, we have seen Indigenous communities trying to bring back their language, trying to reclaim the languages. And in Taiwan, Taiwanese, the word Taiwanese is very similar to Vietnamese or Hokkien. It's also a language that in the process of being reclaimed because of the government in Taiwan previously that forced everyone to speak Mandarin. And so they consider Hokkien or Taiwanese something that's not allowed to be spoken. So what we are going to be listening today is young musicians today, or young people today in Taiwan, they have the freedom to explore their identity, to reclaim their identity. And through music, this is what Lilium, the band, is about. And the way that they reclaim the language, also the sound of Taiwan, is very unique. And that's why we have the artists presenting the process with you. But remember to go see the performance on Saturday and Sunday. You know, he's actually doing a talk today, but the performance is actually, there's two performances, one on Saturday, one on Sunday, at the Vancouver stage, which is at the North Plaza of Vancouver Art Gallery. Before we bring up the speaker, I would like to take a moment to thank our sponsors and organizers which made this event possible. And for the government of Canada, we have we have Canadian Heritage, province of British Columbia, Creative BC, City of Vancouver, Vancouver Civic Theatre, and from the Taiwanese government, we have Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Ministry of Culture, Spotlight Taiwan, Overseas Community Affairs Council, Department of Culture Affairs, Taipei City Government, Council of Indigenous Peoples. And for our corporate sponsors, we have TD Bank Group and Downtown Vancouver Business Improvement Association. And for the organizers, we have Asian Canadian Special Events Association and the Society We Are Canadians Too. Today's Hope Talk will be in both Mandarin and English. Anyone who does not understand Mandarin? Okay, so you're in luck because Lilium will do it in English and injecting some Mandarin and Taiwanese. And so remember, there's also another talk tomorrow, actually it's a film screening tomorrow at 3:30 right here. You can see the schedule right there. And for Saturday, there's two talks over here in the morning as well. So our speaker today is I-Shuo Lin, the lead singer of the Taiwanese band Lilium. Their music combines traditional sounds with contemporary rock. Their lyrics are in Taiwanese. They have won multiple awards for their album. And but how far can this road of Taiwanese songs take us? I-Shuo Lin will share his journey in writing Taiwanese songs, what it means to create the new generation of Taiwanese pop music. And let's give a warm welcome for I-Shuo.
Thanks, Charlie. Hello, everyone. I'm I-Shuo. Today I'm gonna share how I shape my identity. I wanna take some water. Okay. I am a Master and Bachelor of Arts, and I'm a major in this mixed media. And right now I'm a lead vocal songwriter of my band Lilium, and my mates are there, bandmates. Yeah. I'm really into this traditional culture, music, and really into my mother language, Taiwanese. I started upload my music since 2011, and I've been writing Taiwanese songs and performing since 2013. And our band released 2 albums. One is from 2019 called Banana, because I just combine this burn and banana together. No, banana and banana. Burn and banana. And then I combine them into this banana. And then in 2021, I have this album called Road 2. So the first one is like a grand opening, and the second one is a, how do you call that? Like, funeral. Yeah. So you can see this is like Taiwanese funeral. And on the left is when I started learning painting. This is a watercolor class. And then this one, actually I can't remember why I put this there, because this is when because I'm in this arts university, so we have like dance department, theater, and like traditional music. So I always like go to different classes in different departments. And this is one of my friend in this dance department. He's a choreographer. And then he wants a dancer without experience, without professional training. So that's me. I want to talk about what art inspired me is because my painting teacher, he seldom show me how to do it. He always feel like, oh, you can take a look at other students, or he always tell like, oh, you should like work more on this one. But as a kid, I feel like it's really early to feel this loneliness of create art. And also I spend a lot of time on like staring at these steel, how do you say 静物? Steel, it's still okay. So I spend a lot of time on like watching these things and feeling the shape and color and things. I think that's a really good training, because I'm in this internet time where we usually just watch computers and like everything is really fast. But I think I really learned a lot from this paint training. And then this is when I'm in university. This is my photography work. And before university, I was like trained by drawing and painting. But in the university, they want to teach us this contemporary like art. So they always just ask us, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? So it makes us really confused about what we are doing. Because for example, if you want to talk about your family and you have this painting of your grandfather, And our professor in our school, they always just ask, why do you have to paint it? What is the relationship between this like sketch culture and your parents and your grandfather? So then we suddenly just, we feel like we should think about other ways to make our art. And I didn't know what to do, so I spent some time on just take my camera and on my scooter at night. I just travel to different alley and different places. And then I found this interesting vegetable garden. Because it's interesting because in Taiwan, a lot of retired people, they like to plant vegetable. And I remember, because my parents, they grow some flowers, and then my grandfathers ask, why do you grow flowers? You can't eat them. So I just feel like it's interesting how they like to grow vegetables, and then they like to give them to their friends to share their vegetables. And then this one is interesting because the light actually came from my scooter light. So I didn't know there was these, how do you say 稻草人? Scarecrow, okay. And then when I just turn my scooter light and I see this face on this, I feel like it's really cool, and it looks like theater when there's no actors and actress. And then this is a karaoke place under a bridge. So this is I didn't go there in the daytime, but I checked it on this Google map. In the daytime, they actually dance right there. This area, and then some people sing up there. So it's like a stage, and then like empty space where people can dance. And I just so continuing this like lighting stuff, so I put on this light on stage. And then this is some people's private garage, which is pretty big for some reason. And then when I saw it, it's only on the right side. It's like a table where people put the god on top, and then the left side is totally dark. So when I put on the scooter light, it's like a shape. I really like that shape. So why am I doing this? Is because I wanted to know more about the surroundings. I'm curious about the surroundings. So by visiting those places, I think a lot of things. For example, like I feel like Taiwanese, some retired people, they really like to grow vegetables or like occupied some empty space into like an entertainment place. And I think that's pretty cool because like in my mind, if I see like, I don't know, like Western films, like especially the like British people, they would have like a beautiful garden and they would probably drink tea and things. But they don't grow vegetables and share to their friends. So I just feel like, oh, maybe this is another kind of romantic thing. And then, but I think in this modern city, they don't want to see those things, right? Because it looks kind of messy. But just through these like pictures, I feel like it's actually pretty cool to do those things. So this is actually not from them. This is my exhibition. So I try to do what they're doing. So this is outside of our graduate exhibition place. So I bought and I took a lot of like things to create this space called art. club. Right. So, because they always have this place, or so for example, next to a temple or under a huge tree, they would organize a place where they can have tea and have beer and chat. So I make like a similar place as like, because I think it looks like this, how do you call that? Ready-made art. Because I think also it's interesting how the architectures in Taipei looks like, because they always extend their place, or like they keep changing their place by, for example, make this they make an extension with metal materials through the window, so then you have extra place to put your flowers and your I don't know, bicycle and stuff. So the view in Taipei is always like organic, is always growing. Yeah, growing. It's like keep building. If there's like a typhoon, and after that they will change the shape because something is broken. I just feel like it's really interesting. So okay, so through that, I have a lot of thoughts. And so let's go back to music, because I always just do, I learn painting, I do art, I do visual art, and I do music at the same time. So I like to listen to music, I like to sing, but when I try to make my own work, I just don't know what to do. It's just like when I'm trying to do my visual art, I also don't know what to do, because growing up, like most of the time we listen to like Western music, like Western pop, even though we have like Mandarin pop or like anything like Japanese pop. But the music theory came from Europe. So when you try to be yourself, and then you start to feel like you don't know your culture enough to be yourself. So I started to think, because I always like to see this. So as a kid, I listened a lot of North American and like British rock band and pop music, and also I really like to see their interviews. And I found out that most artists and musicians I saw the interviews, they know a lot about their culture. So for example, if you know this guitarist John Mayer, he really likes this B.B. King. Or if you like Michael Jackson, he really likes James Brown. And I just feel like, what are B.B. King and James Brown in Taiwan? And actually we don't know, because we always look up to like Western artists. So I started to learn from my culture. So to do that, this first thing is like my photography works. So I go to different places where I've never been to, and then I'll take those pictures to maybe my parents, my friends, my professors, and talk about the culture, like why do they do this, why do they do that, and then I think of why. And it just feel like really interesting, because our generation and elder generation, there's actually like a huge gap. So we don't actually know what they're doing. We just know, oh, some people are doing something under the bridge, but we don't really like care about why they're doing that and what music they're listening to. And the second thing is to go to those places where our elder peoples are living in. So for example, this traditional markets and this hardware stores, because in there you can speak Taiwanese in Taiwan. So I think in everywhere, if you want to if you want to find your culture, is as Charlie said, the language is really the most important thing. So I think by learning, if you want to learn more about your culture, you really need to like go to those places where people speak that language. And then the third thing is the main thing, and I'm going to talk about today. It's to learn the music, because I'm really into music, and then also music is maybe to me, like, language is the first thing and music is the second thing, because everybody needs to listen to music. Because if we think about this, like ancient rituals, it has music in it. So I go to this religious troop, okay, and funerals and traditional religious ritual in temples. And then this is me learning this traditional music in my school, because we have this traditional department in our school. So learning language is always, it's not that easy, so I have some method to share. The first thing is, because Taiwanese language has been a spoken language for a long time, so many words are hard to know what's the real way to write it. So the first thing I do is to learn this romanization characters, and then also because Taiwanese also have different accents. So by learning it, I still have to like confirm with my parents, like, do we say this in this way, or how do you say it? And then the second thing is I try to listen to as much as I could, like this old radio stations, like old TV shows, where they have like this like good speakers, because the language has been going really bad in my generation. Like, so people in my age usually don't speak Taiwanese well. So then I really need to listen to those like good ones. And then the third one is about art. So I studied traditional music in school and also outside of school. And also the last one is through writing Taiwanese songs, I learned Taiwanese song by creating Taiwanese song. It's like at first I kind of made some like kid songs, like easy Taiwanese, and then through times I just make my Taiwanese better, and then I write some more complex lyrics. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about Han culture in Taiwan, which is the purple area is called Quanzhou, and then the orange area is called Zhangzhou. These are the main Han people who immigrant to Taiwan. And then the first thing I'm going to talk about is Nanguan. Nanguan came from the purple area called Quanzhou. It's a really slow and calm and like vocal music. Can we put the volume a bit bigger? Thank you. Okay, the piece is really long, so the one of the special thing about Nanguan is they made this each word really long. So for example, this line in this Quanzhou accent would sound like 阮心思达要扫土水, which is in Taiwanese might be like 阮心思达要甲谁讲. So it's only like 7 words. No, like 8 words. I'll say it again. 阮心思达要扫土水. And the one, this one is like, it doesn't have meaning. It just you can make it longer. So when they sing it, it's like, oh sorry, I have to point it. So I make it really long, because in this Han language, whatever is Mandarin or Taiwanese or this Quanzhou language, we have tone in our language. So they kind of make it like you do the tone first, and then the last, if you make it long, then you can do your creation on the melody. So it's really, we can listen to how the master sings. Yeah, so I'll sing again. Guan, and then the second thing. Xiam si da bo so to zui. Yeah, I think it's really interesting. And then so I made it. I wanna share one experience, because this music is really slow. So when I first learning it, it's hard to focus on like everything, because then if you listen to it in 1 minute, and you will no longer focus on it. So I just put on it all the time. And the strange thing is, when I put on it on the metro station or in the like city where everybody's there, is really like full of people, I feel like I'm like a ghost, because it's just not it doesn't fit the time. Yeah, imagine in like in a big city, in Toronto or in Vancouver, the most crowded places, and you're in this sound. Because if you listen to like rock music or pop music while you're driving, it really fits the speed. But this really doesn't fit the speed. So I was thinking about if I could make it like maybe electronic sounds and rock into this music. So it's this one. We can make it a little bit, the volume a little bit down. And this is the part of the sample. Okay, we'll play this song in our performance. And then the second thing is the when I show the map, is there's like a north place is the purple one, and then the orange one is called, the place is called Zhangzhou. And there's a kind of a type of opera called 乱弹兰丹戏 from this Zhangzhou to Taiwan, and then it ended up become this Bakguan, Beiguan, is another music genre. And this one comes a bit later than Nanguan, which is the previous one. It's more like loud and fast and 热闹怎么说呢? Okay, it's more busy than the last one. Let's listen to it. It features this percussion music and this wind instrument called 唢呐. It usually comes with, for example, like God's birthday, or like some people passed away in funeral, or any types of celebration. It fits Beiguan. And because the music is kind of like, if the drummer can decide the length of every part, so you can like always like extend every part to make if it's like a celebration, to make it not too cold, is like keep it busy. Okay, and I also make it into my song. It's the song Banana. This is the one I'm talking about. It's like a kid song. The lyric is like a kid song. And this is the instrument. I also added this plastic recorder. Okay, let's move on. And then the next experience I'm going to talk about is when I learned this 北管 thing, because it came from opera. So if you want to learn the vocal technique and things, you have to learn opera. And for some reason, my teachers always want me to become this female character. And this is my teacher. She passed away last year. And she's really, really like serious about these traditional thing. I remember when I learned from her, the whole year, she's like being like so mad at me all the time. Cause then like she will be like, okay, she did a sample at first, and then every time she want me to do what she did, and then sometimes I just stopped and I was thinking, and she would like immediately shout at me. And then I think that's a really, really cool experience, and then I learned a lot from her. And the most important thing is I learned this high pitch technique from her, which is used for female actors or like young male too. I'll show you how I use it in my music. Because when I learn it, I feel like it's weird, because in this script, female is always pretty anxious and worried about their husband or marriage and things. So they're always either like waiting for their husband to come back or being pretty sad. So I just feel like maybe I can create this time machine where they can come to the time right now and go to the doctors, because we have this 心理医生, psychologist that can help them. Okay, so this song is called Doctor. Now it's a doctor. Doctor, doctor, where's the doctor? My heart is going to break. And this part is actually traditional Nanguan, so I kind of mix them together. All right, let's move on. But we will sing all these songs in our performance, so you can come. And then the next thing I'm going to talk about is, sorry, I skipped one because we have limited time. I said I have like work with choreographers, and I did this music for them. And the choreographer want me to sing Taiwanese in this music, which is like I feel like they're like a love story there, and I didn't want to let people listen to lyrics too much. So then I try to make it simple. So this song is only it's mostly, the lyrics is mostly only me and you. Okay, so this is the lyric. It's mostly just you and I. It's like D E D E D E D E Gua 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 kari di ka gua gua di di gua gua kari di ka gua. Oh, I have this. Di di gua gua di di gua di. All right. So why am I doing this? Because I feel like if you're watching this contemporary dance piece, you have to like focus on the body and the choreography. So I feel like I have to do this, the lyrics that can fit this love story, but also it won't be too much for you to watch the dance. But I really like the piece, but when I try to put it in my album, I feel like it's just it's like background music, so it's not enough for me to make it like a individual work. So at that moment, I was listening to this traditional percussion piece called Two Butterflies Flying. It's a really cute one. Without melody, just only percussion. Okay, and then also I need melodies. So these are videos I really like to watch in the YouTube. It's like some elder musicians, they would do in their living room. These are all 北管 music. It's interesting to see because as a kid, I never know that Taiwanese people has this jam traditions, or I didn't know that Taiwanese people, they also, like, we also have a lot of musicians. They've been playing music for a long time, but we just always look into like musicians in other countries. And then to combine this percussion and this string instrument music, and then the dance music. This is the result. All right. Next one, okay. Next one, I'm going to talk about a instrument from Taiwan called moon guitar, and this is how it sounds like in southern Taiwan. It's only one singer and with his moon guitar. So this is from southern Taiwan, a place called Hengchun. And then their style of playing moon guitar and singing, it's combined with this indigenous culture. And then if you go up to the northern Taipei, the moon guitar will sound like this. And this one is also interesting because it's talking about the different stairs of hell. So if you do different types of bad things, you go to different part of hell. And this song is to talk about that. So it's more like on beat. But the previous one is more like free. All right, and another same style is this one. It's always like storytelling, and then they can also be like selling medicines by like singing. And this type of genre is originally from Taiwan. Okay, and after a while, people started to also make it an opera. So it's originally just people like singing with their moon guitar and erhu, and then it ended up add some story into it. So they started to give like characters and more emotions, and it will sound like this. And this type of music is called 歌仔戏. It's called I don't know how you call it in English, but they have like different songs where you can just put different lyrics into it. So if it's sad, so as what she's singing, like she's singing it like really sadly. Okay, and then I've got this idea of because when I'm thinking of this, I went to a lot of clubs, and then I just always feel like why you can only hear this like techno and EDMs and house. What if there's a DJ, he likes to mix like these electric music with traditional music? So then I made this disco funk thing with this music I was just presenting for you. This song is called Saturday. Don't smoke if you're too young. I think. Okay. I'm going to play you another one. This one's with Beiguan. Thank you. Okay, I want to start a little bit. If you have any thoughts, no?
Will we be expecting any songs from the presentation that you just showed us on the show on silence?
We're just gonna so all the songs, only this one. Other ones you can listen. We will play in our performance.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I guess students study classical Taiwanese music in Taiwan. They learn about Mandarin, right?
Yeah.
I'm just curious, what's their thought about your music?
Oh, my music. I think part of them will feel like it's interesting, but I think people who studied classical music, they are really into how they represent the old music. So they're more into like how you present other people's work. So they might not be too interested at like creating stuff. In my experience, because I feel like at the first video, no, not first. Let me check. Because I don't play all the instruments. So in many songs, I hired people or I asked my friend to help me because they are really like good players for this one. And then every time I ask him how he think about my music, and he just he didn't feel good or anything. He just feel like, okay, you're doing this, and then because you're my friend, so I can help you. But I think he's more into like this start of the traditional stuff. It's there are so many to learn, so he'd rather spend more time on learning more than creating a new one, which is actually not really, because in our generation we don't have, like, for example, we don't have good ability of Taiwanese language. We don't have the best ability of playing those instruments and to do those traditions. So he think it's more important to just learn more from the original thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's this guy. Yeah, I think so. I think it's quite separated. So if people like rock and roll, they don't know nothing. They know nothing about traditional music. And traditional music people, they know nothing about. No, I don't say nothing, but not too much about like new music. I think How do you translate 做善事? Okay, charity work? Okay. And this is my friend, another guy. This is bad words. Yeah, I don't think of myself as a rapper, so it's just like, I thought of might be cool to like mix this traditional sound with rap. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a endless trip, cause I always still think of like, does that count my identity if I just like find these old things? Cause how can I say, it's like a way to think, but it's not the answer. So at first I was thinking, let's say, because at first I feel like if I do only rock or like maybe like English songs, I just don't feel so happy with my result. And after learning these things, I feel like I'm like really into those things. And also, you can find a lot of connection with your grandparents and parents, because when I learned those things, when I brought back those instruments, and they all know the name of those instruments, and also when learning my mother language Taiwanese, I also find many like musical connection to the language. Yeah, like yeah, it's a hard question because it's kind of unnatural to find back your culture. If when you grow up, you just listen to American pop, and then that's your experience. And like in my experience, I spent a lot of time on like forcing myself to listen to those just because I think it might be important to me. But maybe I'm wrong. But at least I'm happy, and I feel like it's really fun to do this. Yeah.
Would you eventually define yourself as a descendant of Chinese immigrants?
So the descendant. Oh, okay. First of all, today I talk about like three genre. The first one came from Quanzhou, and the second one came from Zhangzhou, and the third one is like from Taiwan. How do I think of myself? Because I think I'm really into everything's origin. So if I like rock music, and then I really need to know what blues is. If I like disco, if I like funk music, I really want to like do research and know what's originally from. So it's funny because every culture is like a mixed culture. So if it, I think it's different from like politics, because when you go like political way of thinking things, it's more like, how can I say? It's no blurred area. Everything is just, okay, this is China, this is Africa, this is what. But I think culture itself, the reason why I'm so into it, why it's so interesting, is everything is not that clear. Even just the moon guitar and Taipei and south and north and south it's different, and then it has to. I think it's important to like maybe have this question and try to figure out, and when you try to figure out who you are, and you will learn a lot of things. Yeah, did I answer your question?
Not really.
Okay. Can you say that again? Like,
So, I mean, I feel like we're at the same generation, around 30s.
you me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm 30. Yeah.
Yeah, we're around the same generation, so I totally can relate to the fact that our parents and grandparents speak Taiwanese, but we didn't actually grow up in that environment with lots of traditional music.
Yeah.
In the countryside, we still get to hear that, but in
Yeah.
the city, we don't.
Yeah.
So, in the process of searching who you are and how to define yourself, you actually have to find something that weren't there in your growing
Yeah.
up.
True. Yeah.
So it's like finding something that doesn't exist in your life before and try to find it and dig into it that you can have an identity.
Yeah.
It's also kind of odd.
Yes, I agree.
Right? And eventually, those cultures that ever came to Taiwan has a lot of portion of it is from China.
Yeah.
And I would say that, I mean, for myself, that in this generation, most people don't want to be defined as a Chinese.
Yeah.
They want to identify themselves as Taiwanese.
Yeah.
So that we can reject any DNA stuff or historical stuff, but this is just how we see ourselves. So eventually, if we would just go along the thinking process, we kind of have to define ourselves as Chinese descendant, and that's what I would like to define myself. Then, yeah.
Maybe I can help a bit. So I'll just share an experience I have. When I was in Japan, as an invited guest, listening to their music, and a lot of them actually do talk about some of the origin of these instruments and music, and they talk about the instruments being from China. And I was in Korea as well, and same thing for them. But they don't define their music as Chinese music. They don't define their music as Korean music. It is because I think the upbringing is slightly different. Although the origin can be traced back to China, but the way of people's life are slightly different whenever people move. If you look at Chinatown here, does it always integrated with the local, and in Taiwan, especially, you have indigenous community, and so there are things that are, like he was talking about, moon guitar, it actually has an indigenous element to it as well. So cultures evolve as we migrate to other places. And you don't have to define yourself just because it originates from China, then you have to define that. And there's a new experience and there's a new way of, and this is why we do the festival, it's just to get people to understand where things are from and how things are different. His music, you cannot hear that in China, right? It's obviously from Taiwan, and that's I-Shuo's experience. And that's why we are defining his music as new Taiwanese pop, because you don't hear it in China. Just like you don't hear the Japanese music in China, you don't hear the Korean music in China. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, I like that question. Once that culture can, we take it, we integrate it as ours.
Yeah, another thing I'd like to share is, you remember in the beginning I talked about this pop music and Western music influence. It's like wherever you go, wherever you see, like in this advertisement in any store, growing up we were listening to mostly pop music, or and also like because pop music, the music theory came from Europe. So that means the aesthetics are always Western. So when I first started to learn traditional music, I feel really hard to. That's why I say I'm forcing myself to do it, because I don't know what's the difference. It's like if I right now show you a culture that you don't you don't know. For example, I show you like 20 Indian traditional music, or like Thai music from Thailand, like 20 pieces, and you won't be able to know which one you like better or you don't like. But if I show you like 20 like American pop songs, you might know like, oh, I like this one better, I like this one. Yeah. So I think I spend a lot of time on learning to enjoy my like maybe ancestors' music. So that's also really interesting, because we are so limited by this capitalism, because everything let's say movies, the way we think about marriage, or the way we think about how men should be. So you see on advertisement, if you want to buy wine and watch and suit, is like a men's stuff. So everything is from that. So I think by learning these old things, which is not in my childhood, is still interesting, because it sometimes has this connection to the language you know. So if you speak Mandarin, there's a word called 一板一眼. 一板一眼 actually it's a musical term. It's this thing. It's 1 2 1 2 1 2. So it's so let's say we have this 4/4 signature in Western music. It's 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. It's 一板三眼. So it's interesting to see. Oh, we have this musical thing in our the word. I might use the word, but I didn't know it comes from that. I think just maybe just me. I'm just really into these kind of things that in culture. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Anybody?
What's your next steps? What are you doing next?
Okay, we have an upcoming album, and then it's more about I'm trying to do some more things. It's like not only just use the traditional, because many traditional elements in my music, it's mostly I took it from the original thing. But then in the next album, I'm trying to make it less obvious. It's like sometimes it's not coming from, I don't play the traditional music. Maybe it's in guitar. Maybe it's in my singing thing. I mix the melody into it. So, yeah. Because I really want to try, in my music, I'm doing this experience that, so as you can see, I will mix Beiguan with rock, or maybe this disco funk with 歌仔戏. So it's always kind of like trying out different possibilities. Yeah. So the new one would be like more possibilities. Oh. Okay. It's really hard actually, because and also that's why I'm doing it, because I think people don't know how to appreciate traditional music. It's also like you have like traditional Korean music, you have traditional Indonesia music, which I really like. Just because I feel like everything, like modern thing and this local thing, are always so separate, especially in Asia. So that's why I'm doing this kind of mixed thing. I wish I can influence like other people to make them feel like, oh, maybe I can learn a bit about traditional things, and then maybe I can put it in my artwork. But the market thing is really hard, because the reason why I do music is because I don't like this business and society and these things. But after I've done it, like right now, I feel like I still have to think a lot about market. I don't know. It's so hard to find my target, because I don't feel like I have target, so I have to create my target. Yeah, it's hard to answer, because I still can't figure out how I can manage that. Yeah. Does that answer your question? Yeah. Yeah. That's. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Yeah, I just we're actually trying hard to perform in different countries and see how people react, because obviously market in Taiwan is somehow limited in a way, and so we're trying hard to make it. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Just following up on that, I was also just gonna ask, like, if you know where a lot of your audiences are in the world, like where your listeners live, or is it mostly in Taiwan?
Mostly in Taiwan, yeah, or mostly. I think maybe it's also interesting when before I started, I always feel like music has no barrier, but then I found music has barrier, because you know, we don't actually listen to many music from different language, different culture. We listen mostly to, right now maybe it's like English and Korean. And also if you look at Korean pop, most songs has this English catchy phrases. It's not like all Korean. So yeah, sorry, what's the question again? Sorry.
I was just wondering if you knew where your audience is.
Yeah. So it's funny because I'm at the same time really interested and really happy of what I'm doing, and at the same time it's really not easy to make it a living. Yeah, it's really hard. Yeah, but it's still important to keep searching, like the identity thing. And it's always, I don't know, it's kind of like it's like a fight to this capitalism, I think, for me. Yeah.
Speaking of capitalism, do you have any physical media we could buy from you today? Like CDs?
Yeah. We brought our CDs. Yeah. No, not today. But it's, if you go to our performance on Saturday and Sunday, we have our. Okay. Yeah. And we're on like those like Spotify, Apple Music stuff. Yeah.
Is the Saturday show and the Sunday show will be the same, or is there would be a big difference?
The one of it has featuring local musicians, Tennyson King, yeah, and then another one it's only us, yeah. Yeah.
Just adding a bit of information to why Lilium is here this year. We also have another festival called J Music Fest. If you haven't heard about it, you can check it out. It's an effort trying to elevate Chinese language music in BC and in Canada as well. As a lot of musicians here growing up, they have removed language from their music, mother tongue, from their music. So it's a movement trying to bring back the mother tongue into their music. And so Lilium actually had met a few musicians from Canada in Taiwan earlier in April, and Tennyson King is one of them. So it's a way that they're reconnecting, learning from each other, and learning from experience like what I-Shuo has. And so it's quite inspiring for Canadian musicians that with the Chinese language backgrounds. So check them out, and it's actually in November this year. There's 25 musicians of the same type of aspiration. So that's November 6th to 9th, and there's 7 showcases with 25 different musicians in that period of time. But Lilium is one of the ones that attended the one in Taipei in April. That's why you see it.
That's Jade?
Yeah, and talking about the market and our target, if you remember all the video I show, so you can see like this quite low budget video. So we are always trying out to like writing different music or like making different type of video to make people interested. So I'm gonna show you this one. I think it's the first time we try to like make it more interesting. It's like a 360 3D 3D music video, but this one has a lot of like traditional elements in music. Oh, why is it not on this? So on phone you can actually just move around. Yeah, so always trying out different type of things to maybe let people feel interested. Yeah, anything else? Okay.
You mentioned about a new album coming out. Is there a new music video?
Okay. We have a special one. I forgot this one. So there's one director from New York. His name is Hao Yan of America. And because we have a new song called "Everything Will Go Wonderfully," as like a blessing words that I created, and I want him to, because he's living in New York, so I just asked him if he can do a video only or mostly in Chinatown. So I'll show you. It's not from Yeah, so the idea is to maybe let people thought it was somewhere in Asia, but then this empire building to kind of release that it's actually not from Asia, it's from America. So yeah, we will perform this song as well. Yeah. Anything else? Okay. Yeah, sure.
就真的非常感激，就是非常开心能看到这样一个乐队，因为我是中国大陆的，然后我就非常的喜欢那个闽南语的一些歌曲，但是并没有听到过太多。
啊。
今天就是来特别幸运看到，然后我就非常好奇，因为在你的那个做好做善事，还有在假幸福里面，就是感觉非常有生活的气息，然后我特别能 relate 到。
哦。
我很好奇，就是乐团作为创作者，就是平常排练要学习一些传统音乐，应该会非常忙碌。然后你们是怎么，在这些市井里面去观察？就是你们会一起生活很长时间，或者去采访，还是怎么样去，就是取得一些这种现实生活的灵感，然后把它放作品？
但是我可以讲英文吗？Okay. So actually, I feel like I realize that my life experience is quite boring. So then, I really like musical and opera. This is a thing that musician would create a character and then write a song for a character. So how I do it is actually each song has I created a character for it. So for example, if I have an annoying friend, I will become the person, and then I will make it maybe even crazier or even more annoying. And then as that character, I write a song. So I think the point is to always to 观察, observe people's personality, and then with some imagination, and then you can create different characters. 我觉得蛮意外，你觉得有跟你的生活有贴切，因为我一直觉得我的音乐，我的那个角色都蛮奇怪的。Yeah, but okay. So maybe you like those two characters. Yeah, I can show you this one song, because I was in art school and I found out this contemporary art is really not the thing that like normal people would understand. So I create this character which is like an elder person and who just accidentally step into like a art museum, and it feels like, oh, this is so weird, and everything is like and everything is like you kind of try to talk about it, and you have to write a lot of words to describe your art. So the song is called Artist. Wait a second, I think we need lyrics, right? But I can explain first. Okay, so it's like I do it in this Japanese enga music style, because many elder people in Taiwan, they like to listen to this kind of genre. So, and then my character is I set him in this in this age, and he likes this enga music. And so the lyrics is like, in the beginning it sounds like really like a like sad song. Like he's just walking around, and the people that he is going to date didn't came. So then he went to this museum and found out like everything is on words, everything is like context and things, and he feels angry. Like so the chorus is like, artist, artist, don't you feel thirsty? Artist, artist, they're all like talking nonsense. That's talking nonsense. Okay, let's go artist. Okay, should we have like the last question? Okay, because I think when learning fine art, it's always have to do with to create your own thing. So let's say if you're a dancer, you will have a lot of practice to do, or you will have to dance other people, like choreographer will make you like a piece to dance. Or like in this classical music or traditional music, your teacher will give you like piece to do. But in this contemporary art, especially contemporary art, it's always about what's your thought and what's the idea, what's the culture, or what's the I don't know. It's like at least in my school, they tend to stop you from doing, for example, if you want to craft wood all the time, and they will stop you from that because they will ask you, what is the connection between all of your different topics? Why do you always connect all of your topics into woodcraft? So they don't want you to just only do one material. They want you to think about, okay, if this work is about the nature, maybe you can use wood. And if it's about memory, maybe you should use like a camera. So I'm just saying like I just make it simple, but so when I'm in this university, I'm quite confused about what I wanted to do. So in school, I just try out. I just do like photography and figure out what I can do. But as a kid, I like music, so I always sing. I always do a lot of things. So in university, while I was like struggling with that, I kind of use my other time to kind of express myself by music. So I kept doing music while I'm in university. So I have a lot of like demos, but I didn't feel like I have to make it like a business until my friend encouraged me to apply for the grant from government, which is like indie band album production. And then I reject at first. I was like, no, I don't know. I don't think I should be like a musician. I just do it because I like it, because it's fun. And then she's like, no, you just do it, and let's see if you get it. You can decide later. And then I got it. So then I made this album and got some like good feedback and then awards and something. And then now I'm here. So I didn't plan it. Yeah.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.